people come from all walks of life. They all have lives they lead. Any and all are welcome here to come and chat with me.
Hi, everyone. Today's guest is fairly new to Chilliwack, within the last year or so. He's the owner-operator of Go VR Golf Inc., and his last name has 6 vowels. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Ouzounian. Did I get it right?
Close, Ouzounian.
Okay, great. But I had to look up the origins of your last name because I was fascinated. Right? So it's a Turkish variation of an Armenian name, right?
Yeah, it's an Armenian name that goes very far back.
Right, yeah. Now, I know even though you moved to Chilliwack from Toronto,
yeah,
you still have a business in Toronto, right?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to thank you for having me on.
My pleasure.
This is pretty exciting. Yeah, my partner, my wife Shelly and I, we have a business in Toronto, and that's where we used to live, and we still operate and run that business. It's a flotation center.
It's a what?
It's a flotation center where you do sensory deprivation floating. When you get inside a pod and then you turn the lights off and you float. It's like floating in the Dead Sea when you're completely weightless.
Oh, okay. So how long does a person go in there?
Oh, you go in there for anywhere for half an hour to an hour. And we also have registered massage therapists.
Okay.
So we get a lot of people that come for, some people want to come because, you know, they want to explore their imagination, and other people want to come because they want to do physical therapy and healing. Right. And also with their insurance plans, they get recommended for their doctors as well. And then they come in with their insurance plans, and then we help. It's part of their recovery process where they go do physiotherapy, and they also come to do the floating as well. Right. Right. Wow. So Shelly and I, we've been doing that since, wow, it's going over 8 years now. Very good. Yeah. And so now we're opening a new business here in Chilliwack because we moved to Chilliwack last year.
So, yeah. So tell me about this business. What do you do? What is it about?
Well, Go VR Golf is basically indoor golf, which is a golf simulator. Okay. So what happens is you're using real golf clubs, real ball. And what happens is you're standing in front of a screen. Well, our screen is 14 feet across by 9 feet high. Okay. So it's big. Yeah, that's a big screen. Yeah, and it's in high definition. So what happens, there's a heavy duty projector behind you. Yeah. Which is projecting the image of a golf course or the driving range on the screen. And the golf course that are used, the real golf courses in the world, like the ones you see on the PGA on TV. Oh, okay. And what happens is that whole thing is being run, the brains of it is by the computer. So what happens is you get in front of the screen, you tee up your ball, you just walk away, you hit the ball at the screen. And as soon as that ball made contact with the screen, then what happens is you see the whole screen move like a video game, even though the graphics are realistic. And then your ball travels through that golf course as it would in the real world. And so when you're standing in front of this gigantic screen, it feels like you're the ball and you're flying through the air and you're going towards the hole that you hit the ball at. Wow. And the physics are exactly as they would be in real life. If you want to put a spin on the ball, you can put a spin on the ball so that when it lands, it spins on the grass. Right. And you can play by yourself, and you can play with up to 3 other people, and you can play on whichever course you'd like. And you can also set the level of difficulty. So if you're playing with somebody who's a lot better than you, the two of you can actually play at the same time on the same course, because before you start the game, you put their level of difficulty a lot harder than yours. Okay. Okay. So this way you can both enjoy playing on the same course at the same time and actually, play against each other. Yeah, yeah. So what made you come up with that idea to begin with? Well, actually, I only started playing golf about 1.5 years ago. My wife, Shelly, has been playing for, since her 20s. Okay. But I only got into it about 1.5 years ago, and, I got addicted to playing golf. And in Toronto, they have a lot of the indoor golf simulator courses. So what I would do is I would play, because it takes a lot less time to go. Like you could play an entire round indoors in 45 minutes because you don't actually have to walk the entire distance, right? Yeah. And if you hit the ball into the trees, well, you just take a ball again and you just hit it again. Right. So what I would do is I would play for 45 minutes and then go back to work or whatever it was. And then I got addicted to it. So then I went to play on a real golf course. And then I love that as well. So then what I would do in Toronto is I would play on a real golf course once a week. And then I would go play on the indoor simulator once a week as well, because you can also practice on your game. And then when we moved out here, we realized there really isn't, they don't have golf simulators out here. Like the closest one is in Langley, and then there's a couple in Vancouver. So, you know, it's like, it's gonna take an hour to get there, right?
Yes.
So I was like, oh my God, like we need a golf simulator. And then she's like, oh, well, why don't we just build one? We want to build a business here. Instead of building another, you know, maybe a flotation center or something, let's just build an indoor golf simulator. Like golf is great here. People love it. So people can play indoors, people can play outdoors, just more golf for everybody.
Yes. So on very bad rainy days, they could go and play in the simulator.
Exactly. Or very hot days, or if it's cold, or, you know, they only have 40, you know, let's say they have an hour lunch break, or they want to stop in before, you know, after work, they want to stop in for an hour.
Yes.
They can play a whole round in 45 minutes and go home. So this way, and the good thing is then it makes you better, and then you can go play on a real golf course, and then that's a totally different game with regards to, you know, being outdoors versus indoors. Now the physics are the same.
Right.
You're still using your golf clubs too, and you're using the ball.
Right.
But obviously it's a different experience being outside versus inside.
Yeah.
So that's what we tell everybody. It's like, it's not a matter of choosing. If you love golf, it's just another way to love golf even more, because now it's just you can play golf indoors too if you want.
Right.
And, you know, do it in a quarter of the time that you would outdoors.
Yeah. Yeah. So where's your business located?
We're building it right now. It's on Yale. It's 45966 Yale Road, which is I think it's called the Cascade Center.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
downtown Chilliwack.
Where Banners used to be, for those that are familiar with
Exactly. That's literally the unit where it used to be. And I guess Banners burnt down a couple of years ago.
Yes.
So the building that we're in now is a completely new building. It's got nice high ceilings. There's 2 powerful air conditioning units on the roof. So each room is going to have its own individual air conditioning. So we're going to have 3 rooms.
Oh, very good.
And a bar, because we're getting our liquor license. We applied for it, so it's just you know, it's just procedural now.
Right.
And the good thing is that each room you can control the amount of lighting and the amount of air conditioning for each room. So, and it's a brand new building. It's got 14-foot ceilings. So we wanted to make it fun for everybody, not just, you know, people that are like very serious about golf.
Right, right.
Which that will accommodate. But we just wanted to make it a fun place that people can just come and hang out, whether they want to come for 4 hours or 1 hour.
Do you have an opening date?
No, we don't have a specific date, especially because of COVID. Everything is like, you know, with getting the trades in.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. And then sometimes they have trouble finding lumber, or they have trouble finding materials. So we're hoping to be open before the end of July, but we should definitely be open by August.
Okay. Well, you can always come back on, or let me know, and I just posted or something that you're open or whatever. When you have a specific date.
Yeah.
Like if you get it, say, a week before you open, if you know, a week before, then we can do another interview.
Great.
Okay. So that way people know, yes, come on in, and yeah, they can contact you for details and hours, all of that stuff at that time, right?
Yeah, and they can do that now because we have a front page set up on our website, and essentially you can get on our mailing list, and from our mailing list, we're giving anybody that subscribes to it. We've already had over 500 people sign up to our mailing list.
Oh my goodness.
500 people in 3 weeks. Actually, maybe, 3 weeks, I think, from Facebook. And so what we're going to do is they're going to start getting updates as to, you know, how the opening is coming. And also because a lot of people have already asked us if they can book the space for, what do you call it, like office parties?
Yeah.
Because the way we laid it out, even though it's got individual rooms, it's kind of an open concept.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want an entire group there, it's not like you go into your room and you close the door and you're like your own world. Like you can have it so that everybody and everything is open, so everybody can have fun and play together and see what everybody else is doing, or just go to the bar and have a drink and watch everything if they want to.
Right.
So that way, like we already had people on our mailing list and ask us, or they send it to hello@govrgolf.com, and they say, you know, are you guys going to rent a space for like birthday parties and things like that? We're like, absolutely.
So repeat what it was. What was it? Did you say hello?
Yeah, so just for general questions, it's hello@govrgolf.com. And then the website is govrgolf.com.
Okay.
So if people just go to govrgolf.com, they can sign up to our mailing list, and then they'll be given updates and things like that. Oh, and we're also having a draw when we open from our subscriber list, just a random draw. We're going to pick 2 names, and the 2 winners are going to win a 1-year free membership.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. And the good thing is they can use it for themselves, or they can give it as a gift to somebody else.
For sure. Yes, for sure. Now they can also contact you on Facebook, right?
Yeah, they can, absolutely. And the Facebook, same thing, is Go VR Golf.
Go VR Gov.
Golf. Yep.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's like a tongue twister.
So this is my second interview this morning. I'm a little crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I think that's all great. Who's running your business for you in Ontario?
Well, we do it virtually through Zoom, and we also have good people there. We have good staff.
Yes.
And we have a manager. So we just keep the lines open, and Shelly deals with the staff a lot more on a day-to-day basis, and she's amazing at that.
Right.
A lot better than I would be. She's a lot more patient, and she can explain things to the staff a lot more clearly than I could.
Yeah.
So they just follow her lead, and then
yeah.
They know that if anything goes wrong, they can simply pick up the phone and Zoom her, and then sometimes what'll happen is they'll turn the camera on, so it's like she's in the room with them, and if there's somebody else, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So It's amazing technology.
Yeah. Now we didn't talk about why you came to Chilliwack. So I know from your bio, you said that your parents are here, right?
Shelly's parents are here.
Cheryl's parents are here. So
Shelly.
So you would come in and visit.
Yeah, we would come see Shelly's parents once or twice a year for like the last 8 or 9 years, and we loved it. But obviously, we went back to Toronto because that's just where we lived and because of business. And then once COVID happened last year, we thought, well, everything's kind of on pause, and it looks like it's probably going to be on pause for quite a while. So if we're looking to make a change in our lives, this is as good a time as any. And we love Chilliwack. We love the way Chilliwack, like the climate, just the scenery. Obviously, the scenery is like second to none, and people are very nice and down to earth. And her parents are here, so we said, why don't we just move there now? Take advantage of this opportunity. Let's get out of Toronto. Toronto's getting way too crowded. Too much people, too much stress, too much construction, too much traffic. And we moved out here, and then we love it. No second thoughts, nothing. That's why we want to start a business here.
And which is pretty amazing, starting a business during COVID. I mean, it's taken a risk, but obviously with the response you got for people signing up, for newsletters, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, people love it. I mean, that's what we know about Chilliwack, and obviously the BC area, people are crazy about golf. Like they can't get enough golf.
Right.
It doesn't matter if it's indoors, outdoors, like it's just more golf. So, and we thought, this is perfect because I wanted a place to play, and then I know a lot of people want a place to play, so we're like, let's just do it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm glad it's paying off. It sounds like it's going to pay off well, and I'm really happy and pleased for you.
Right.
Anytime you open, and we all know that, anytime you open a business, start new, it's sometimes a roll of the dice, right?
Yeah.
But if you pick something like golf that is really popular, you get a good result. So that's really good.
Yeah, and we wanted to do, we just wanted to make it about fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially in times like this, like I'm looking for something to do for fun because there's been so many things that are restricted, right?
Yeah.
So because it's very easy to lift people's spirits if they just do something physical that's fun.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
So that's what we're about.
Right. Now, I don't know what's going to be happening by the time it opens, but I'm just thinking about, like, currently, let's just say if it was open now, how many people can be together in one room?
Well, the maximum of people right now we could have are 4 people per room.
Okay.
So we have 3 rooms, so that's 12 people. And then we also have the bar reception front area, so we can have another 4 or 5 people there. So per room is 4 people, which is, fine. And if you're playing around the golf, like 4 people is more than enough. However, it's going to be a little different if, like, let's say a family or for a party or something, they rent the whole place out, because then with COVID, it all depends on, how many people live in your household or people that you spend time with anyways. So like we're hoping, like everybody else, that as we progress in society and we can get past this COVID, then obviously the restrictions are going to be lifted, and then people are going to be, able to do what it is that they want again, and they can go wherever they want again.
Yeah, and people are really looking forward to that and doing something new, which
exactly
is perfect, right?
So that's the good thing. So right now, even under these conditions, we're allowed to have 4 people per room.
Right, very good.
Which is good.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that sounds really good. So I imagine that, like with your business in Ontario and Toronto and this, especially being under construction, you don't have much time for anything else, do you?
The only thing I have time for is to go hit golf balls.
All right, other than golf.
No, like we really don't have too much time for anything. And like we start working pretty much when we wake up, and we work all day.
Yeah.
And we'll just take breaks throughout the day. So my Shelly will do, like, she loves doing gardening and landscaping, things like that. And sometimes she comes with me to play golf, but right now her passion is landscaping and gardening. And for me, I'll either go, work out at the gym, or I'll go hit golf balls, and then we just go back to work.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time out to do this.
Oh, no, this is great.
So I think we're just about out of time. But you just stay on camera while I say goodbye to everybody, okay?
Okay.
So everybody look for this. It's coming up soon. It'll be open soon. And Go VR Golf Inc. It's going to be right on Yale. And a lot of you know where the old banners used to be, not far from the museum and all that downtown area. All right. So yeah. And I'll share all of the information, like the website goes. It'll be posted. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you next time. Until then, peace out, everyone.